We're all getting to love our battery vehicles, but unfortunately we're also getting used to drinking bad coffee in motorway service stations for a good few hours while it charges up. But what if we could get all of our sustainable energy in 3 minutes and be on our way? Well, let me introduce you to hydrogen. Hydrogen is the most abundant element in the universe, but is it any good as a fuel? Well, I'll give you a clue. Well, it looks pretty good to me, but we have lost a lot of energy as heat, light and sound. Surely there must be a more efficient way to do this. Let's have a look at a hydrogen fuel cell. So this is our hydrogen fuel cell. So first things first, we need to produce the hydrogen to power our fuel cell. Here, we're using solar panels to provide the energy to electrolyse our water. So what does the electrolysis mean? What we're doing is we're going to split apart our H2O molecules into hydrogen and oxygen. Then this hydrogen can be fed into the anode of our fuel cell, with the oxygen being fed into the cathode. How do we use our hydrogen now we've got it? What we want to do is to recombine our hydrogen and oxygen in a controlled manner. Our membrane will only let through the hydrogen protons. It will say no to any of the electrons that want to pass through. So this means we can have a flow of electrons going between the anode and the cathode. But is current not just a flow of electrons? So if we add a wire between our two ends of the fuel cell, we can create a current round a circuit. But while the electrons are going round, we can get them to do a bit of work for us. It's good, isn't it? But how would it be used to power a car? Well, simply put, not much changes. So instead of using our fuel cell to power a fan, we can use it to just drive an electric motor to power a car. But imagine the only waste product coming out the exhaust of your car is water. Here's a question for you. Should we invest more in hydrogen fuel cells or battery storage technology? Or is there a way we can get both of them to work together to form a more efficient solution? More information on battery technology can be found on one of our other videos that you can find on Engbam. But if the tech is this good, then why doesn't everyone have one? Factors including efficiency, infrastructure and most importantly cost have limited the sale of hydrogen fuel cell cars. But why do they cost so much? To achieve an acceptable level of efficiency, we need to use a platinum catalyst or a platinum group material. So we can use platinum, silver or gold to achieve this. And we don't just use a little bit of these materials, we end up using quite a lot of them. Hydrogen fuel cell technology is expensive, but I know what you're thinking. Why can't we use solar power to power our items? Solar power is nice and cheap, it's readily available, but the issue is we can only use it when the sun's out. So we introduced the idea of using hydrogen as a vector for energy storage. We use the solar power to make hydrogen when the sun's out, we make and store our hydrogen, and when the sun goes down, we can use the hydrogen to power our vehicles. Whether it be for powering our homes or powering our cars, sure, hydrogen fuel cells might be expensive in the short term, but as a sustainable option, it won't cost us the earth.